Hey, what's up, everybody? Brotrio here, and we are breaking down the brand new Breath of the Wild 2 Sheikah Boogaloo trailer, and we're gonna comb it for every nook and cranny and see what goodies we can find. And you can see this is the start of it. Link is losing that hand.
Now we get another look at the mummified version of Ganondorf, and I hope he is as horrifying in the actual game as he is at the beginning here.
Mumra Dorf.
Well, I'm sorry about your friend Zelda. She's dead.
So here we get our first look at Link's prosthetic hand. It's not the best look, but it's our first one, so we'll get a closer look later. But the main takeaway here is the floating islands in the sky. This is a big one. I don't think it's quite Skyloft, but my theory is that it is the Great Plateau floating in the air because it's surrounded by mountains. If you look at the edges, it might just be some other random landmass, but I think it might be the Great Plateau.
Okay, in this shot we've got Link gliding in. We see a few floating islands, and it looks like the trees are in like fall mode. Those leaves are yellow, so the season rod's gotta be coming back. I'm just kidding. No, to the right here, there's this massive tower or structure of some kind, and I don't recognize that form of architecture from anything in Hyrule from Breath of the Wild. Not sure quite what this could be. I'm gonna assume maybe just a giant watchtower, maybe made by the enemies. Maybe it's a whole new structure entirely. These may not even be pieces of Hyrule. We're not sure yet. It may be something else entirely.
And here we have Link running into the sunset toward a nice looking archway. Not quite sure what that could be. It might lead into a shrine, not the puzzle shrine, but the magic shrine like Zelda was always hanging out at trying to learn things. And we also see that the Sky Islands are in different levels, so there may be like a way to travel from one to the other easily. And also, he's got a really cool looking shield that I haven't seen before. That's got like a Sheikah eye and maybe legs or tentacles coming off. Looks kind of like Goma, so we're calling it the Goma shield for now.
Here we have a split decision in the Bro Trio house because Aaron and Scotty think this is a good guy. I think it's a bad guy, so we're going to explore both halves of that. Good guy half, we can see this lizard automaton thing has hands, has a head, has a neck, and has some form of the green, like, spiritual energy we saw in the first Breath of the Wild 2 trailer, like, powering it, so maybe it's powered by the spirits. It also, its earrings look reminiscent of, like, the Sheikah eye a little bit, with, like, the eyelashes, maybe. But I think it is a Beamos, because it looks like a Beamos. It's got one eye. We have never seen a Beamos in Breath of the Wild, so we don't know what they look like, but judging off of the hands and the angularity of like its limbs and stuff, it reminds me a lot of Godan from the Wind Waker, and there were a ton of Beamos in that temple, so I think it's a Beamos, and it's gonna blast your ass with its eye. Also, there's some symbol on it, and we have no idea what it is, but it looks like a lance or a sword, maybe, surrounded by a circle, and then surrounded by another circle of green text, which we cannot read because zoom enhance isn't a thing.
Okay, who the hell came up with this idea? Because I know it wasn't the Bokoblins. They're not that smart. Building a fort on top of a talus is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You've got a mobile death machine now. And in multiple shots here, we see Bokoblins with giant horns that look like Moblin horns. Are they wearing them? Or do they have horns now? Are they evolving into Moblins? What's happening?
And here we get a much better look at Link's new prosthetic arm. Clearly, he has flesh on one side of that device and energy on the other. This may be the actual hand that was holding Ganondorf down in the previous trailer, but it could just be a similar apparatus, but he definitely has a new hand that's made out of energy.
Now, Stasis looks like it got a big upgrade. We're thinking that this other dimension gray area looking thing is still Stasis, but it tells you where it's going now. So you can kind of aim it and have a little more reliability with that move and using it with your Sheikah hand. Also, I haven't seen a Sheikah Slate, so I'm guessing it's all in the hand. Maybe the energy morphed your Sheikah Slate with itself, and I don't know what the hell it is, but it's awesome.
Alright, so this thing's real scary, because, like, you think it's rocks at first, and then when it zooms out, no, that's not rocks, that's a mound of flesh that lamprey with a polyp for a tongue is coming out of. I hate it, and Link hated it too, and he clearly demonstrated that when he burned it with his dragon shield. What the hell? You can see his hands in the straps. It is a shield, and it's in his shield hand, but there's a dragon face on it that breathes fire. That is amazing. That's the best shield I've ever seen. And also, that dragon head is kind of reminiscent of the ruins from the Faron region in Breath of the Wild, which could be the Zonai, could not be. I hate to throw that out because everyone does these days, but it's something to look out for. It might be connected to the Faron ruins.
And here we see what I'm assuming is some trailer trickery, but it could also be that Link turns into water and jumps up, basically diving into the air as some kind of fast travel to the islands above. And next to Link here is a lamp that looks kind of like the ear decorations from that lizard thing that may also be a Beamos. And he is leaped up to a sky shrine. There's something back there. We can't see what it is.
And that's gonna about wrap up this breakdown. I mean, this is obviously Hyrule Castle, and it's getting blasted into the sky with malice that's erupting out of the earth like fire from a Ganon volcano. Then we get this shot that looks very similar to the last trailer shot, except there's much more malice. And we get this very somber and sad Zelda's Lullaby playing. And that's all we get. We get 2022, and that's it. One last and final thing we thought was just kind of funny and worth mentioning. We haven't seen Link use a single weapon in this trailer or the first one. We've seen him have them on his back. He has a sword, but we haven't seen Link actually use a weapon. We just thought that was a fun little tidbit we'd throw in at the end. So, hope y'all liked our breakdown. If y'all caught something that we didn't, please let us know. We went deep dive into this one, almost as deep as Link diving into the sky. So, we had a lot of fun. We can't wait for 2022, and we'll catch y'all next time with Brotrio Breakdown.